What's going on, guys? All right, so this right here will be an updated video navigating through TradingView. Again, it's updated. So the previous one, it had a little errors, and after doing a Q&A session with you guys, I did see something that wanted to get fixed. So I said, you know what? Let me just do the entire video over, and I'll just do an entire breakdown and so forth. So for those who have no idea what MT4 is, this is called MetaTrader 4. So MetaTrader 4 has a web platform as well as mobile app in which traders like ourselves, retail traders like ourselves, this is what we actually use to actually get into the market, right? So an example is this: like, let's say you go to the casino, right? You're not going to just have your cash and then just say, hey, I'm gonna place these bets. It doesn't work that way, right? What you have to do when you get to a casino is you have to exchange your cash, your credit. I believe they use credit, not too sure. I don't go to casino. So you have to use your cash to exchange for their chips. And then once you have the chips, now you're able to get into the actual bet. You can actually gamble. So same thing with MetaTrader 4. MetaTrader 4 acts as if pretty much a middleman for it, right? And the reason why I'm going to say that is because technically your broker is the middleman, right? But MetaTrader 4 is a platform that allows you to use your broker to actually get into the markets, right? So the main reason why I prefer MetaTrader 4, now there's some people who use TradingView and they actually place trades off the TradingView. But for myself, the broker that I use, which is Eagle, I don't use, as you can see, it says FX Choice, but I don't use FX Choice. And I'm going to have an updated lesson on that as well. So if you guys see Eagle, that's why. Yeah, back to what I was saying though. So TradingView doesn't actually allow certain brokers to trade directly off on TradingView. So MetaTrader 4 is the best next step. Now with MetaTrader 4, in my opinion, it's pretty much like a dinosaur. It is outdated. Now I have two screens. So what I use, and I also recommend for you guys as well, and if you don't have two screens, that's okay, right? So what you should do is you want to have the platform, which is MetaTrader 4, have this platform set up, right? So what I use MetaTrader 4 to execute my positions, and I use TradingView to actually mark up my charts. Now, for you guys who aren't aware of what TradingView is, that is in the next lesson. It's a TradingView breakdown showing you step by step what it is, how you utilize it, and so forth, and navigate through it. So this right here is not for that. I'm just telling you guys exactly what I do and so forth. So now going with MetaTrader 4, when you open up and log in, it's going to look pretty much similar to this, right? So it's actually not going to be a white screen. I was on a Q&A and we did some examples. That's the reason why it's white, but it's going to be a black screen. Now, the good thing about MetaTrader 4 is that you can customize it to what you feel is beneficial, right? So the way you will go about it is this: you'll first right click, right? And you'll go down to properties. And then from there, as you can see, it says background, foreground, grid, bar up, bar down, and so forth, right? So if you want to change the background, this right here is white. Let's say if you want to go black. Black background, you hit OK, and now you guys see it's black, right? So because this example and how the colors are, I'm going to stick with white. But that's beneficial to what you guys feel you want to do. If you guys want to go to properties, if you guys want, let's say, the bull candle, which is the bullish candle, if you want that to be, let's say, let's say black. Let's say you want to be black. You press OK, and now it's all black, right? So regardless of what you feel you want those candles to be and the colors of it, that's up to you. But when you're done, what you want to do is right click, and you want to go to template. You want to go to template, you want to go to save template, right? So by clicking save template, what it's going to do, you can name it whatever you want. It doesn't matter, right? You can name whatever you want. But however, when you come back to MetaTrader 4, let's just say, for example, or hypothetically speaking, it comes back and it resets your chart all the way back to what it was before, black screen and so forth. You're going to just right click, you're going to go to the template, and whatever your template is going to be up there. So you're going to click it, and then once you click it, it's going to bring it back to what you saved it as, right? So another thing with that as well, when you actually open up MetaTrader 4, it's going to look like this, right? So you're going to see the top is going to have your actual login credentials. As you guys can clearly see, this is a demo account. So this is why it says FX Choice Pro Demo. Now, demo account, right at the bottom of it has the balance, what it's going to have. And I'm going to break everything down, right? So if you click File, right? If you click file, and let's say you want to go to open an account, you open an account, you click that, it's going to come up all these things that are present, right? So if you want to add a new broker, let's say add a new broker, let's say I put Ego FX, I click enter to search for it. Oh, it's already up there. And here it goes. All Ego, which is my personal broker now, is here. So whatever one I choose to do, I will click that. I will enter my credentials and voila. All right. So that's beneficial. Log into trading account, same exact thing. Whatever one you have set up is going to be there. Right. So all of that is beneficial for you to pay attention to. Next up is view. Now, this view section right here is very important, and I'm going to show you guys why. When it comes down to pretty much how you're viewing your chart, this is what's going to be here. Right. So let's say if we click view, you have your toolbar. Obviously, all these things are set, but let's say these things are not here. And you just have no idea what's going on, right? Nothing up there is actually set, right? And you may want that. That's based on you. At the end of the day, this whole thing's about preference. But if you want to put that up there, right? Because as of right now, all that's showing is the scale, right? So with the scale layer at the bottom of this screen, you guys can see the dates. Right, so you have the date set here. You have the actual current price, which is up here, right? So it does fluctuate. And on the top part, you guys can see it says EURUSD. So what that means is Euro USD. It has M15. So what that means is that this actual chart shows the 15-minute time frame, right? And what that means is every candle consists of 15 minutes, right? Next up, you have the actual currency current price, and you also have the spread. That's beneficial as well because you need to know, like, if I enter a buy, if I enter a sell, what is current price going to be at? All right. So going back into it, let's say you want to go back and see more things. You also want to change your actual time frame. Let's say you don't want to use it 15 minutes, right? You'll go to view, you go to toolbars, you click standard. I'm gonna put everything up and then break it down. Standard, charts, line studies, and then from there, time frames. Now, as you guys can see, time frames are here, right? So let's say we're going to use the 1 minute time frame. Now, every candle consists of 1 minute. You have the 5 minute, you have the 30, we're going to 15, you're ready 30, the hour, 4 hour, daily time frame, weekly time frame, even the monthly time frame, right? And as you guys can see, as you shift, when it comes to the actual time frame that you're on, the scale changes. Why? Because obviously, the higher the time frame, the less data you're going to have to actually get on. Right? An example is if I'm on a minute time frame, this entire thing consists of a minute. Right? Same thing with the scales. That's the reason why we're around like 1.13525, 1.3. I'm sorry, 1.13535. Right? Because it's a minute time frame, so it's more condensed data. I'll go to a higher time frame. You guys see it says 1.12680, 1.127775. Right? Because again, because of it, the time frame, it's 4 hours. I need 4 hours worth of data. So 4 hours worth of data compared to a minute worth of data, you're obviously going to get a look at that from a larger picture. Same thing with the actual numbers down here, and it comes to the calendar, right? So you see it says December 1st, December 2nd, December 3rd, and so forth. I'll go to the minute time frame, January 7th. All this whole thing is January 7th, January 10th, and so forth. Right, so that's beneficial, and that's something you need to do. Next thing you know, you have these things over here, right? So we're currently in our candlesticks charts. So if I click bar, this is what's going to be. So you have the bar right here, you have the candlesticks. If you're on line chart, you will click this for your line chart. If you want to zoom in, you can zoom in as much as you want. If you want to zoom out, you can zoom out as much as you want as well, right? Same exact thing, like I said, all that is preference. This right here, you guys can see, scroll to the chart of the end and the beginning and so forth. But if I want to go right here and now I have a better scale of it, that's good. Let's say if I don't want it like that, and I want the space to be out of it from all the way back here, if I click that, it brings me right back to the center, right? So that's what is needed. If you want a little space right here, you will click this, get this space. If you don't want it like that, you'll click that. And if you, again, as I said, you zoom all the way back and you're like, how do I get back to the front without actually doing this, scrolling my way back, you will just click this right here, and it will just bring you right to the current price. All right, so next up, what we're going to do is with view, we're actually going to go down to a status bar. So as you guys can see, that status is no longer present. If I click it, you guys see it's currently there. You have your chart bar, same exact thing. If I click that, it goes away. If I put it back up, it's there as well. Next thing, you have symbols, right? So symbols is very important. Why? Because let's say you want to trade more than just what's current price. This says, oh, let me put it on. Put an hour. This is Euro USD. Let's say you don't trade USD. Let's say you trade other stuff. So what you're going to do is go to symbols, right? And by clicking symbols, this area here will show you the different things that's available for you to actually trade based on what your broker has available, right? So let's say I click cryptos. Let's say I highlight Bitcoin. So I'm going to click show. Let's say I go to indices. Let's say I highlight the Dow Jones, right? I click show. Let's do something else. Let's do gold. Gold's already present. All right, so now for me to view it, because you're probably saying to yourself, wait, where is it? I clicked it, I don't see it now. All right, so this is how you're gonna go about seeing it. You're gonna click view, and you know, to market watch. So market watch, what it does, it actually shows all your actual currencies that you put on your watch list. This right here is considered your watch list. All right, so now let's say if I don't want to trade with all these different stuff, let's say I'm kind of overwhelmed. What you can do is actually right click and just delete it. Or you can just click it and just delete it one by one. Let's say we're only going to stick with the ones that we do trade. All right, so let's say we don't have this one up. Let's say we're going to use. All right, let's say we have these four here, right here, right? So one thing you can do as well, because you don't want to just keep clicking from charts to charts. You can actually highlight it, which is gold, XAU USD, that's gold. You highlight it and right click. And then you'll go to chart window. So when you click chart window, as you guys can see, I no longer have EUR USD up here. I currently have gold. Right? So let's say if I want Bitcoin, same exact thing, chart window. If I want the Dow Jones, chart window. Right now I have 4 different pairs or 4 different assets that I'm able to trade. Right? So, well, instruments. From there, let's say if you don't want to keep going, you don't want to click one by one. What you can do is click this right here, right? And what it does, it actually arranges it just like this for you, right? So again, if you don't want to go one by one down here, you now have an overall picture of which one you want to look at, right? And the good thing about this, let's say we're coming on an hour time frame, and let's say I want this one to be on a 4 hour. I click Bitcoin. I want Bitcoin to be on the minute time frame. I click gold. I want gold to be on the 5-minute time frame. And let's say I click the Dow Jones, and I want the Dow Jones to be on the 30-minute time frame, right? So all that right there is beneficial for you. Next thing you want to do is come back over here and click data window. So data window is pretty much just the data that's already present once you, as you guys can see. So I'm on Euro USD. There's the data that's shown for it, right? Current date, the current time of it, the actual open price, how much price was when it opened, current high, current low, and if it closes as well as the value. So I click over Bitcoin, same exact thing. See, I'm hovering over gold, it'll show me that. Hovering over the Dow Jones, it'll show me that as well, right? And again, if you don't want this present, you'll click that, get that out of here. Same exact thing. Let's say you don't want market watch here, click that, get it out of here. And let's say you just don't want this space, you'll come back up here to this, head over to this, and you just click it, and then right there, it brings that for you. We're going to scroll down to Navigator. So Navigator, same exact thing. If you want to go to your different accounts, these things will be up here. If you have different indicators that you want to input, those will be here as well, right? And if you don't want it there, guys, same exact thing. Just click it, and it takes it off. All right, so next thing we want to do is look at terminal. So terminal is very important. Same exact thing. If you don't want that space, you click this. But terminal is very important. Terminal, what it shows you is if you're in any current trades, it's going to actually show that the trade is already, I'm sorry, if you're in any current trades, this will pull up and it's going to show you a thing there, right? So one thing you can do is this. Let's say you want to place a trade on this. You can go to right click, you can go to trading, you can do buy, sell, new order. And then from there, you put your volume, your stop loss, take profit, what type is going to be market execution, is it going to be a pending order, you buy, sell, and so forth, right? Now, let's say you don't want to do that. Let's say you don't want to keep clicking that and have to do that. What you can do is actually right click, and you're going to click one-click trading or click Alt-R. So with one-click trading, again, it's exactly what the name says. One-click trading allows you to buy and sell just by clicking it, right? So let's say we just sold it, right? So now you guys can see we went for a sell. We have an open position now. So this is our actual position, right? It shows us the current price if we're up or down right now. It shows us commissions and so forth. And the good thing about this apart right here is this. Now let's say I'm in a sell, right? And obviously I have my stop loss in. So the stop loss should be, let's say my stop loss is right here. My take profit is down here, right? Now, the good thing about this feature is this, about MT4 on a platform that doesn't allow you to do it on the actual, your actual mobile device. I have my current entry here. If I hover over to the stop loss, it'll show me how much, if my stop loss gets hit, how much I'll be down by, right? So this example shows that the profit is minus $184. So that right there, my stop loss hits, I'm down $184. Now, if I hover over to my take profit, it says my profit is $436. So that means that if my stop loss, if my take profit get hit, I'll now be up $436. This feature is beneficial, guys, because again, when it comes to trading, you guys need to have this set. As you move forward in this course, you're going to be alert and realize you need to know exactly what's going on when it comes to your dollar amount, how much you're making, how much you're losing, and so forth, right? What you don't want to do is you don't want to enter position. You put your stop loss and you have no idea how much your stop loss is going to cost you if it gets hit, right? So now let's say if I move this right here, let's say I move it down closer. Because again, you could just drag it as well. If I could move it closer, let's say I move right here. If I hover over it, my stop loss gets hit, it's going to be down $122. All right, now let's say we want to be really close because I actually want this to get hit. All right, so now it's in red. So what this shows that my stop loss is nearing to get hit. All right, so as you guys can see, I'm currently down 17. If I go to the minute time frame, let's bring it a little closer. Let's do it. Oh, actually, let's do this. All right, so now let me do that. Come on. Come on, hit. All right, boom. My stop loss just got hit because of the spread, and now I'm currently out the market. So you guys can see there's nothing currently there that has me set for any open positions. Right now, let's say if I want to go for a buy, I go for a buy. All right, my order was placed right there. Let's say I should have. Say my take profit gets hit right there. As you guys can see, my take profit is close to getting hit, so it's going to highlight green. And if my take profit isn't close to getting hit, let's say it goes down or it goes like this. Oh, man, time. It's no longer green. So I move it down. Take profit actually close to getting hit. And a good thing about this, if you want to close this order, you can just right click the order, right? You can click close and it'll close it for you. Or you can do this. You can, instead of right clicking the order, you can actually go and hover to the actual current price where it shows how much you're up or down. And you just press the X button. You press the X, you're out of the market. So that right there is beneficial because you have a lot of orders in, right? Let's say we have all these orders and our take profit is getting hit. We want to hurry and just close a lot at one time. You can just do it real quick. And it makes it easy for you to actually go about that. All right, so again, that's for the one-click feature. Now, another thing, if you want to have a trailing stop loss, so a trailing stop loss is this. Let's say you don't want your current stop loss to be at a fixed number. Trailing stop loss means that as price rises, so will your stop loss. So all you can do for that, you can actually go down here to this order, right? So this is our current order. We're going to highlight it. And what we're going to do is actually right-click. And when you right-click, you're going to see new order, close order, modify, delete, trailing stop, profit, and so forth. You're going to click trailing stop. And if you want 15 points trailing stop, 20 points, you can customize it. Let's say I customize it to 150 points. So I click, I should show it. All right, so my trailing stop, my trailing stop is going to be down 150 points. So down 150 points. Once that's set, it's going to show me exactly where it's at, and it's going to have it so forth. So first, I'm going to have my stop loss there. What time frame is this? Stop loss right there. Let's say I'm going to put a trailing stop. Let's say I want to put my trailing stop to 35 points. So now it's going to be 35 points. So that's what it boils down to. All right, next up, again, it's beneficial. Let's say you're the type of person who doesn't want to see how much they're up or down by. You can easily do this. If I have open position, I can just go here and I can turn off my terminal, right? Because I already know if my stop loss gets hit, this is going to be, I'm down $320. If my, I'm sorry, let's put stop loss. If my stop loss gets hit, that's the buy. I'm going to be down $329. I already know that. I don't need to have my terminal show me exactly how much I'm going to be down. I have that alert. I have that already set. This is beneficial to higher terminal because, again, sometimes you can get caught up with the money, how much you're up or down, rather than the actual move. So as you get closer and you come up to the stop loss and take profit lesson, you're going to see why it's beneficial to not look at the actual terminal. You want to be aware of trading with the actual movement of price, not just with the how much financial value you can either gain or lose. So we have all that set. Let's see what else do I need to go over for you guys. If you want indicators, all that's going to be here. Same thing with charts. If you want a bar chart, line chart, all that is set for you. And that's pretty much it, guys. When it goes back down to it, this is exactly an updated version of how to navigate through MT4. I hope this is beneficial for you guys. And as you move forward within this course, you're going to see exactly how to shift your mindset to become a profitable trader, as well as how you utilize the tools that's available to stay consistent. All right.